Now, as you guys know, I make videos for YouTube, and they're not the best videos, but for whatever video I'm making a topic on, my goal is to educate the person well enough to at least understand whatever I'm talking about, and I sprinkle in my little philosophical jerk off at the end. They do the job, and I'm pretty proud of them. Now, with that being said, my friend suggested that I join Turkey Tom's Discord server. Now, Turkey Tom is a commentary YouTuber, and he's decently sized, and my friend just suggested that I just go in there and try and just spam my videos, which obviously I didn't want to do, but I thought I would just join anyway, just to see what it was all about. When I joined, I saw that they had a self-promo channel, and not that I was really going to post my videos in there, I just kind of wanted to look at what other people were making, just to see if I could get any good ideas for my videos. So when I was scrolling through the channel, I came across a video titled, Twitch is just another Hollywood. So me being someone that has his own critiques on Twitch streamers and just content creators in general, I thought I would watch the video because it had Mizkif, XQC, and Pokimane on the thumbnail, and honestly, after watching the video, it was just shit. Like, I don't know how else to say it. It's like, you can have your own opinions about Twitch streamers or just content creators in general, whether you believe that they're just spoiled, narcissistic, or just simply unfunny. You're entirely, valid to have that opinion. But the problem with this video is that it generalized so much that it just annoyed me. And so that's what I really wanted to go through in today's video.
Many will complain about the current landscape of Twitch and how the administrative authority it's under is ruining the experience for both its users and its creators. But in my opinion, the worst part about Twitch is the streamers. Originally, the platform was meant to be a place where creators could make a career and garner success with just entertaining people with their personalities, instead of having to go through legacy media just to make a career off of entertainment. But streamers have just turned it into another version of Hollywood where they take themselves way too seriously as internet micro-celebrities.
I think the really big issue with this claim and many of your others is how much you overgeneralize. And I mean, I'll give you an example, right? What do you mean when you say that they take themselves way too seriously? Like, do they think they're better than other people? And if that's what you're saying, then sure, I'm sure there are some streamers who think that they're better than other people. But let's speak realistically, right? I'm sure there are people who think that they're better than other people who earn a normal income. I'm sure there are poor people who think they're better than other people. I'm sure there are real quote-unquote celebrities, as you would put it, who think that they're better than other people. This doesn't just end with streamers. This is a global thing. And the issue is that if you're trying to attack these streamers, these micro celebrities, then you need to actually provide proof that back up your claims. That's just the reality of it. And I really want to understand what your definition of what a micro celebrity is, because at the end of the day, micro celebrity or not, these people are making way more money than we will ever make in our entire lives. And I really want to understand, is your definition of a celebrity someone like The Rock? Because at the end of the day, there aren't as many people, celebrities even, who will ever make as much money as The Rock is making. But if you look at how many subs, for example, XQC gets a month, I mean, that guy earns more than $250,000 from his subs alone. Is that not some sort of a celebrity? Look at his average viewers. I mean, it's pretty crazy why you would even say that.
They all circle jerk each other, share the same opinions, the same milquetoast leftist ideology, and silence and cancel anyone who dares to disturb their delicate safe space.
I don't understand this delusion about these streamers having so much power on the platform that they create content for that they can literally just boot anyone they want. I mean, at the end of the day, you showed a picture of Asmongold talking about Leafy. He's entitled to that opinion. I mean, that's entirely valid for him to have it. At the end of the day, these content creators stream on a platform, they follow its TOS, and let's be realistic, the TOS is set by the advertisers, because at the end of the day, the advertisers have to deem the site suitable to even show their ads on the platform to begin with. I mean, it's as simple as that. Do you think that every single streamer has a little red phone on their desk and they call the CEO every single time they have a problem? Most of these streamers are literally left in the dark just as the next person. That's just the reality. Now, I'll agree and say yes, censorship is pretty bad in most aspects, and let's face it, censorship does restrict creativity, it restricts discussion, and I'll meet you halfway there and say sure. But when it comes to Leafy is Here, someone that you constantly bring up throughout the video, what was valid in his criticisms towards Pokimane? Because, yeah, like, he's entitled to call her fat, he's entitled to call her fan simp, I mean, that's his opinion, but as a platform, why would you allow another creator to essentially use their audience as a weapon of sorts to attack other people? Now, considering you want to get political in every single sentence for some reason, isn't it a little ironic that you allow Leafy is Here, someone who is considered like alt-right, to essentially weaponize their audience to attack people that they don't like they've been doing with the transgender stuff recently, but when someone on the left does it, you demonize them and say that they're not allowed to do that just because they don't align with your own personal beliefs? I mean, it's pretty hypocritical, don't you think? Also, just a friendly critique for your video, 0.5 of a second is a little too long to have a screenshot on the screen, so if you could just lower it to like maybe 0.2, like that would be really good, thanks.
The cancel culture and pro-censorship attitude of these types of people extends far beyond Twitch and can pretty much be applied to any mainstream platform today. Take Leafy is Here for example. Once he started making videos about Pokimane on YouTube, Twitch's #1 beloved female creator, every single streamer on Twitch reacted to his videos giving the same exact opinion of condemnation and disavowal.
Also, I really like how you use Destiny and Hassan as two streamers who have the same opinion when you know that they both hate each other, right? And they always have the opposite opinion. So if they're giving the same opinion on something, maybe there's merit to it? I mean, I don't know.
Twitch has the same issue as every other social media platform where the woke SJW mob complains about hateful speech, or hate speech as they've coined it, and it leads to stricter and stricter TOS to the point where those same people are complaining about how restrictive it is. These same people ruin the very platform that they create content for and use to make a living off of, and they should have to deal with the consequences of their actions.
Wait, so now they're complaining that the TOS is garbage? Before you were saying that they were loving it and that they advocated for it. I don't understand. Like, where are you coming from? You're saying that people like XQC created content and now he's receiving the consequences? For what? When did he ever pander to woke politics? He literally sits there and slams and farts his fucking desk and he calls it a day. When did he ever want woke politics to invade Twitch?
It's like a disease. They infect everything they touch and create a terrible experience for everyone else and only start complaining once it affects them negatively as well.
Why are you talking about H3 now? Like, you can't even contain your hate burner that you can't even prioritize whether you want to talk about Twitch or YouTube.
With platforms like this, the real power to decide the direction the website heads towards is in the power of the creators. They create the content and sell it to the platform, so the platform can make money off of it and maintain their business model. Hypothetically, if all the content creators stopped producing content for the platform because of the issues they had with the platform, then the platform wouldn't exist anymore. They've just convinced themselves that they have no power and they have to bend the knee to Transformer deerkin overlords.
So unrealistic. It's like, why are you suggesting that streamers have a writer's strike when A, they don't even have a union, and B, it's obvious that Twitch doesn't care about its streamers. I mean, this is evident considering they have lost so many streamers in the past year to both Kick and Rumble. I mean, it's ridiculous. They would rather lose a 10,000 viewer creator rather than just pay them more money when at the end of the day, they're just going to get replaced regardless. And honestly, this hasn't even been happening even just recently. This even happened when Ninja and Shroud left for Mixer.
Twitch streamers' inaction towards speaking out about the website's ludicrous standards has led to some of the top creators leaving to stream on other competing platforms like Kick, Rumble, or YouTube. Take Ludwig for example. He was one of the top creators for Twitch and he left because of the ridiculous standards of TOS that had to be met on Twitch and the terrible payouts that was dealt to him compared to these other competing platforms.
Again, like, this is just false. Like, he left because A, he was offered less money, and B, within his YouTube contract, he was offered more money to actually do his shows, as well as just stream less hours, which Twitch didn't really care about, and he made this evident in his video.
What was your reasoning to switch from Twitch to YouTube?
I had flipped a coin, and heads was Twitch, tails was YouTube, and it had gone with heads. I couldn't make the decision, and a lot of the times in my life, I like to leave it to chance. Even though I had a much better deal from YouTube, it was pretty close to double the amount of money Twitch offered, I was still leaning towards Twitch, because I was like, I'm a Twitch streamer through and through. I'm not leaving Twitch. Why would I do that? And I went into a call with the YouTube guys, and I was like, hey, it's nothing you guys did wrong, and I love what you're doing with YouTube, but I'm going with Twitch. And they were like, and they hit me with a last second offer that was just like a 20% bump. And so then I thought I'd do the same thing to Twitch, which is like, hey, let's hop in the call. I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna leave. And then they were just like, have fun. It was much more, I am a gear in the system that makes Twitch run. They need me to stream this amount of hours, which gives them this much money, and they give me this much of a cut of that amount of money. And then, okay, good job, tap me on the ass, get the next person in line. And YouTube, I mean, they make you feel like you're having drinks with your buds at the table.
Yeah, and there's no mention of any shitty TOS. It's just a shitty place to work, which isn't a crime and has nothing to do with politics. Also, what is this statistic comparing YouTube and Twitch? Like, you do realize that YouTube is one of the biggest websites in the world, not because of its live streaming, but because of its library of like already uploaded videos that has nothing to do with live streaming.
But some other massive streamers like Aiden Ross didn't get a choice in the matter. He jumped ship out of necessity because he literally wasn't allowed to stream on the website anymore.
Are you gonna point out why he wasn't allowed to stream on the website, or you're not gonna point it out at all because it doesn't help your argument? If not, I'll do it for you. So before he was banned from Twitch, he went to kick and stream the Super Bowl, which is very illegal. And then after that, after demonizing Prawn, saying that it was made by the devil, he then started to stream Prawn to his underage fans. I mean, like, I don't understand where you're coming from. First, you complain when Twitch doesn't enforce their TOS, and then you complain that it's too strict when they actually follow it. Like, which one is it?
Twitch streamers are the biggest man-children toddlers you'll find on any other social media platform. Their occupation requires them to literally spend all day inside in front of a computer, and in turn they completely lose touch with reality. Not to mention that these top streamers have money thrown at them literally every minute while they eat and react to somebody else's YouTube content and provide zero commentary for themselves.
80% of Pokimane streams is just her watching videos, adding actually nothing to what she's watching whatsoever. There's times where she's just straight up eating while watching YouTube while people donate to her, which if people want to be that sad, fair enough.
The reality that no one wants to face when it comes to streaming is that streaming actually is really hard. And I know that's going to sound like copium, but at the end of the day, if streaming was really that easy, then everyone would be famous. Now, I'll meet you halfway and agree with you in terms of, yeah, someone sitting there, eating, playing games, interacting with their chat is very easy. But what about before that? What about when they were actually trying to garner an audience? That's really difficult, and not everyone can do it, because if that was the reality, we would all be famous. And yeah, we can all sit and laugh at these idiots who just essentially get money for doing nothing. But at the end of the day, if I want to play devil's advocate as well, who are we really going to blame here? The person supplying the demand, or the people demanding the supply? I mean, it's just as simple as that. And I feel like you really missed this even in your Moist Critical video, where you kind of just insulted him, saying that he's unfunny, boring, monotone, which you're 100% valid to. That's completely up to you. But at the end of the day, he's a smart businessman because he's supplying the demands. That's just what it's all about. The really ironic thing about this is that Leafy is here after getting banned from all these platforms, got signed to Rumble, and now literally just sits on his ass and does the same exact thing.
So I presume it starts with them.
In his 1920 article, Zionism versus Bolshevism, a struggle.
Dude, what the hell is Zionism? I gotta look this shit up.
So they have no perspective on the conventional process that it takes for a normal person to make money in the real world. They have never worked a job in their life.
Do you want to make the argument that Twitch streamers are just overpaid? Sure. But are you going to ignore the fact that that's simply how much advertisers pay them? And this isn't even just Twitch streamers. I'm talking about YouTube creators as well. I mean, they get paid so much money for advertising these products. And do you think these advertisers are paying them a hefty amount just out of the kindness of their heart? No, they're seeing a return on that. But what's crazy is that you keep on comparing people that are able to monetize their audience to people that work a 9 to 5 who got a degree. Like, You know you can make the same argument for business owners, right? Like, I don't understand this logic. And how do you know that these streamers haven't worked a day in their lives? I mean, like, XQC has openly said that he used to work as a janitor. Mizkif has a degree in accounting. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's worked before then. Destiny has worked as a carpet cleaner, but he couldn't finish his university degree because he had a kid, because he didn't believe in abortions, which, unironically, I wish your parents had the opposite belief.
Another similarity they share with Hollywood stars, besides the fact that they're all out-of-touch champagne socialists.
Why are you bundling up every single streamer as being a socialist and then only showing Hassan? Like, don't you realize that most of these other people are literally capitalists considering their lifestyles? Like, what are you talking about? Did you generate these points with ChatGPT or something? Like, what the fuck is going on?
They even copy their circle jerk self-congratulatory award shows where the top echelon socialite aristocracy gives themselves prizes and pats each other on the back for entertaining internet children. You can even see here that the same racially pandering identity politics exist in this space as well, where they give this guy the main prize of the event and he didn't even show up to the show. It was like Twitch's version of affirmative action.
I like how in your world, when a black person wins an award, that's considered socialist racial pandering. Like, bro, the guy was the biggest streamer of the year. He had his audience vote for him, and he won. I mean, isn't that how award shows are supposed to go? And even on top of that, so fucking what if he wasn't there? Did you ring him up and ask him why he couldn't be there? Like, what the fuck? How do you know?
As the most insufferable content and personality on the platform, and I don't understand how anyone other than drooling lobotomites can watch him as anything else than background noise.
Dude, I'm having the exact same thought process while watching your video. Don't even worry about it.
In fact, I could pretty much say the same about every other Twitch streamer. I wholeheartedly despise these people with a passion, and I hate every single one of them. Except Forsen, he's cool.
Of course, the only creator you actually like is someone that allows his chat to entertain themselves while he literally never interacts with them and never talks. Who would have guessed?
All Twitch streamers think the same, act the same, and believe the same thing, and they're all spineless cowards, which is a big reason why Twitch is failing today, and I'm loving every second of it.
Do you really think that all YouTube and Twitch content creators have the same opinions about everything, and maybe they don't just show you the side of what is not considered to be socially acceptable in society's eyes? Like, just maybe? I mean, like, look at this Asmongold clip. This sums this up perfectly.
I don't think that it's a coincidence that everybody started to grow a conscience at the same time. I think the reason why you don't see really edgy content like the original iDubbbz content anymore is because it's not monetizable. And if it wasn't for that, you would still have people saying the N-word. You would still have people saying all kinds of crazy shit. So I think any sort of apology for this kind of stuff rings kind of hollow whenever you realize that everybody somehow became socially aware at the coincidental same time that brands and sponsorships came into the space.
Are you gonna show me that Twitch is dying from monthly users on Androids or Xbox Ones? Because even then, you're still wrong. Twitch substantially has more watch time hours than YouTube. I mean, please. Oh my god, thank god this video is over, man. To end this video, I really just hope that you have thought through your structure on how to attack YouTube and Twitch respectively without making your already crumbling and weak argument even weaker. There are really good arguments you could have brought up to showcase why Twitch and YouTube censoring speech for this leftist woke agenda can be really detrimental to creativity and discussion. But by simply making these underdeveloped and weak arguments without supporting them with any proof whatsoever, it really just hurts your own cause and makes you come off as whiny and jealous. But listen, with all that aside, let's have a look at your stream and see how you differ from XQC, Mizkif, and so forth.
My bad. Yo! What's good, my niggas?
Okay.